If you are looking for a community just outside Colorado Springs with pretty much all the same conveniences of Colorado Springs, you're going to want to watch today's video because we are going to highlight everything in the Meridian Ranch community, from nearby conveniences to the rec centers to the housing options and the price points. So be sure to stay tuned for the entire video.
As you guys know, if you have been tuning in for a little bit, you know that we live in Meridian Ranch. It's one of our favorite neighborhoods and today we're going to highlight a few reasons why we absolutely love it. And if you are relocating here to Colorado Springs, you might want to look into Meridian Ranch because it's a little bit further outside of town.
A few minutes.
And it is growing, you guys. We have so many amazing things so close in Meridian Ranch.
Yeah, if you look back 10 years ago and you were like, Meridian Ranch, that's so far out of the way. And honestly, it was. Just over the past few years, we've gotten so much. So to give you guys a little bit of perspective, Meridian Ranch is just east of Colorado Springs. But over the last 2 years, there's been so much development. So before it was an inconvenience to live out here because you didn't have shopping, you didn't have dining. Whereas now, if you're looking for pretty much anything, I would say you don't have a Home Depot out here,
no,
or Ace Hardware, or like a clothes shopping place if that's something that you like to do. But there are restaurants, there is obviously fast
Walmart.
Mm-hmm.
We have a beautiful King Soopers.
That one's new, brand new, probably less than a year old.
Yep. We just got a humongous Goodwill.
Yep.
So we don't have any like retail clothing shopping aside from the brand new Goodwill, which is huge.
Or Walmart, if you're a Walmart shopper.
Yep, or Walmart.
There is actually this new place called Bogeys and Brews. It's like a golf course simulator. So think indoor Topgolf, but on a much smaller scale.
Yeah,
because
for sure.
we are still in a small little community out here. But you have a Safeway, you have banks, you have gas stations. I mean, anything that you would need on a daily basis, you can get from your house to that location, and I would say easily less than 10 minutes, sometimes even a little bit closer depending on where you're looking. I will say that living out here, your restaurant options are pretty limited. There's this place called Latigo. It's even a little bit further east. It's an interesting place.
It's like
It's in
Brew.
Latigo. It's called Bucks and Brew. We'll put it up on the screen. We have been there a couple times. I just can't remember the name of it.
Yeah.
Then you have Red's American Grill. The owners of that own several restaurants in town. You have the Purple Toad, which is like the local sports bar. They have massive TVs and then just bar food. Jack's Brewery, if you're a brewery type of person. What else do we have? Sonora's, which is a locally owned Mexican restaurant. There is a sushi restaurant out here. So like I said, for the most part, all of your daily conveniences are going to be within town. We actually started recording this video when we left our house and we're just passing the King Soopers now. There's a Chipotle. They just opened up.
Sean's favorite, you guys.
The sub shop?
He would eat Chipotle like every day.
What's the sub shop that we just passed?
Firehouse. That's brand new.
Firehouse is brand new. Fox Den Pizza. There's Domino's Pizza. Isn't there the Papa John's? Isn't that out here too? I don't eat Papa John's. But we have it if you want it. So yes, there are
a million dentists. There's a dentist on every corner, you guys.
We just passed a Discount Tire. We just passed a Mattress Firm. There's a Sherwin-Williams. Like, I'm telling you, for the most part, AutoZone's right here. For the most part, anything that you could need besides clothing and Home Depot and Lowe's. We don't have that. Ace Hardware, no Ace Hardware.
But when we say
we got options.
When we say that we don't have it, right, you guys, from Meridian to the Home Depot, it's probably about 11 minutes, I would say.
Yeah, I'd
11
say 12,
or 12.
13, something like that, but close.
It depends if I'm in my Tesla or Sean's driving, but we won't go there. Yes, we're on the outskirts of town, and so it does feel like an inconvenience for some people, but really you do have the majority of things that you'll need. And if it's not right in town, or if it's not in Meridian or Peyton, it's gonna be right into town, which is literally just a few minutes away.
And that's the great thing, is that basically what you would do is you would take Meridian Road to Woodman and head west towards the mountains, because they're literally everywhere. You can't not see them.
Yeah.
And then from there, it's great because you have quick and easy access from Woodman to Powers Boulevard, and you're right along all of the shopping corridors. So if you do want restaurant options, or you need to hit the Home Depot, or you need to go to Best Buy, or to go to the Buckle and get clothing, like all of that is going to be easily within a 20-minute drive. So it's not like you're having to do a 45-minute drive. You're not way out east. It is just on the outskirts of Colorado Springs. And for that reason, I think it's one of the best communities in and around the Colorado Springs area, especially when you hear what we have to say about the housing.
I was gonna say, so one of my favorite things about living in Meridian Ranch is our community. We do a lot of business in Meridian Ranch. We pour into our community, we sponsor families, we throw so many different events where we, take our money and we get amazing sponsors to help us, and we throw these huge events for our community. The sense of community, you'll hear that a lot with people, but it is truly there. You'll see people at the restaurants and everybody is just so friendly and nice, and they're like, hey, we haven't seen you in a little bit. Or, last night we went into one of our favorite places at the golf course, because we do have a golf course in Meridian Ranch.
Don't jump ahead.
But everybody was like, oh, how have you guys been? I haven't seen you in a week or so. And it truly does feel like you have family kind of everywhere. And it's very, very mixed. You have retired military, you have active military, you have stay-at-home moms, you have corporate. There's just, the demographic is so mixed, which is just really, really nice. It's a really good homey feel.
So on that note, I do want to talk about some of the community highlights itself. So Crystal mentioned it's for families. We have multiple schools within the community, K through 12. So if you have kiddos, you're going to enjoy a nice, easy, maybe 5-minute drive to the school, regardless of which one you choose.
Yep.
So that's a great convenience. One of the things that I was most excited about for this video is actually talking about the rec centers, because there's some communities here in Colorado Springs where, in the fact that we do have an HOA. So there's a lot of communities here where you have an HOA, but some of these communities, like Percheron, which we're passing right now, they don't even have a rec center. So it's like there's no gym, there's no pool, it's like, well, is it really like a family community without those things? And in my opinion, that's a pretty big factor for some families. So Meridian Ranch is lucky enough to have 3 rec centers, 2 of which everyone has access to, and the third one, which is Stonebridge, is local to the Stonebridge community only. So that one's a little bit smaller, but they do have pickleball, they have a pool table inside, they have like a kitchenette, they have a workout room, which is pretty small, they have a cardio room, which again is pretty small, they offer classes there, entertainment room, but again, that's access only if you live in the Stonebridge area.
Which is in Meridian.
Which is in Meridian Ranch. The other one that we've had access to since the beginning of time is the rec center. The rec center is amazing. It has an indoor and outdoor pool. It has a steam room. It has a workout room. It has a hot tub. It's got an indoor slide. They took the outdoor slide away last year, which is pretty interesting, but they have 2 different workout rooms for group classes with group class instructors.
And they have they have yoga, they have the basketball courts.
And then they do all different youth stuff as well. So this has been like the primary location for like youth basketball and things like that. So what's really cool too is they do have kids club. They have a kids club area. So if you are a stay-at-home mom and you have littles and they're not in school yet, it's really nice because there is a drop-off daycare. There's a little bit of a process with it, but it's available to you, which is really cool. I like the fact that any community rec center is going to have its pros and cons, but it does have a pretty good mix of equipment. Sometimes it's broken down, which is really annoying. But anywhere.
Yeah, it's really anywhere, but it has a very big mix, and so you can get a really, really good workout in. Sean used to go there all the time. I'll go there once in a while. I'm not nearly as consistent as I should be, but it is a really good area for everybody.
Yeah, and even if, because again, we're kind of on the outskirts, there's one community gym that's open 24/7 if you need weird access hours, so you're welcome to join that facility. It's just right outside of the neighborhood. But in terms of a gym, they have Olympic lifting platforms, they have dumbbells up to 100 pounds, they have plenty of machines, and then most recently, just this week actually, they opened what's called the Field House, which is going to be great for kiddos. They have an indoor turf, which is kind of their big push. So it's an indoor turf for a soccer field. Obviously, you couldn't go there and practice football drills or whatever other drills you want to practice on turf. They have an upstairs walking track, and then they have another small gym as well. It's like a few machines, about 1 per muscle group, but then they still have dumbbells from 5 to, I believe they go up to 100. And then they have, if I remember right, 2 Olympic platforms as well. So to have 3 rec centers in a community is just pretty awesome in my opinion.
It's huge. Well, and it's kind of interesting too, because, you know, we're on all these different Facebook groups, and the communities that are by Meridian, because our field house just opened, right? It's been years in the making, and it is stunning. It is so beautiful. They did a really good job with it. So it's interesting because we have some neighborhoods that are around us that are really jealous. And, you know, of course, now living in Meridian, you know, the pros and cons, like with all of these amenities, that does mean that you have a higher HOA than a typical community that doesn't have all of the different amenities. But to me, like during the summer, we go to the pool a ton. We have clients that are buying or that are selling in Meridian and still moving within the same community, but they have littles. They go to the pool almost every other day. There's swim lessons there. They do movies in the pool. So it's so nice, because what we have in Meridian is something I think that is very special.
On top of that, we have walking trails. We have 8 parks, and when I say park, I mean park. It's not this little rinky-dinky thing with 1 slide. Like, you have open fields. There's even one, it's pretty neat. I used to go there. It's actually pretty close to where we live now. But it's got the walkout. It's got like a walking trail around it. It's got like a kids playground area, but then on the outskirts of the walking trail, it has like a pull-up bar. It has this like body weight leg press machine. What other workouts are there? There's like
I don't remember, but there's a few different ones.
It's pretty neat
cool.
though. Yeah. There's an ab crunch machine. It's just pretty neat that you're out there and you can have these little workout stations set up for you. I see families do it all the time.
I was gonna say, it's a great way to be able to bond with your kids while, you know, they can play in at the park, and then you can just kind of do your steps and get a little workout in, or you can train your kids too of like, hey, this is how we do a pull-up, and let's practice it. And you know, every time we come here, we're gonna see if we can do a little bit more. So it's pretty cool because it's very like involved with, there's so many different things that you can get involved with.
On top of that, you have Antlers Creek Golf Course, which is open to the public, but it's literally in your backyard. There's several homes that back up to hole number, whatever, you name it. And then I think you mentioned earlier the Madera's Grill, which is like the golf course restaurant and bar. That place is super cool. They have events all the time, and then obviously they're open throughout the day for drinks or for food or whatever you want to do. There's private events that can happen there too, so it's a great little spot.
And you guys, there's so many of these places that we're talking about that are all locally owned. And that, to me, that just gets my heart. Like, I love supporting our local people. We try to do that as much as possible to give back to our community, and that is one way, right? Like, we can go and order breakfast, we can order lunch, and it's with a small business, it's with someone local, and we love it, and it's right in our backyard.
And now for the section you've all been waiting for, which is going to be housing. And if you didn't know, by the way, Crystal and I are your favorite Colorado Springs and surrounding area realtors. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel already, please do so. It means a lot to have your support, and we drop weekly videos about Colorado Springs and the surrounding areas to keep you up to date on what's going on in the real estate market. So Crystal, if you want to tell them a little bit about Meridian Ranch and the housing options, that would be fantastic.
Like we already said, we do a ton of business in Peyton in general, but in Meridian Ranch, when we start to really kind of look at the stats, the great thing about it is that you have a pretty affordable price point. Right now, I think the average price point within, like, I just took data from like the last 30 days, right, is around $520,000. So for $520,000, you're like, what does that get me? Because that seems like it's a lot, right? You get bigger yards, you get more square footage. Most of those houses that have sold within the last 30 days are all above 2,500 square feet. And so they have 4 bedrooms, they have 3-car garages. And so the nice thing about living in Meridian is you can find something for, I would probably say around $400,000, but then it also goes up to over $1 million. And you know, in the more in like that higher price point, in the luxury price point, I think the biggest thing, you're gonna get obviously a bigger, more updated house, but you're gonna get acreage, which is really nice for some because they want acreage. They don't want to be on top of your neighbor, but they also don't want like 20 acres. They just want space. And so there's several different lots that you can get in Meridian that give you, I think it's like what, 2 acres?
You can get up to 2 acres. And what else is nice, especially because you know Colorado and Colorado Springs, we have all these seasons, so you accumulate all these crazy toys, whether it's dirt bikes or ATVs or RVs or whatever it might be. But in some of these areas, and especially those ones with the acre and 2 acre lots, you can get RV garage parking,
which is
obviously
huge.
We're in an HOA, so like you can't just leave it out all day, all night, year round. So to be able to keep your toys at your house without having to pay an extra storage fee or drive to go pick up whatever toys it is that you have is a super big convenience as well, for sure.
And I think too, you know, with that, with your price point, with your acreage, you get a nice home, you guys. And we still have a few builders that are building in Meridian Ranch that you can get wicked incentives. So you're getting, you know, basically like your landscaping done and washer and dryer included, fridge included, and huge incentives on lots and all of this stuff as well. So it's nice because we're established. We are an established neighborhood. Unique and kind of cool thing I think about Meridian is that because we're talking about the housing of it, right? We don't have apartment complexes in Meridian Ranch.
Or townhomes.
Which is pretty freaking cool. And pretty crazy because it's not normal. Normally you'll see apartment complexes kind of everywhere, but we don't have those in Meridian Ranch.
Yeah, and for the most part, you're gonna find ranch homes with basements, without basements, just depends.
Either on a slab or
and 2-story homes, sometimes again with basements, sometimes without. But that's pretty much it. Like, you'll hear us talk about these 3-story homes with these tiny yards. Meridian Ranch doesn't really do that. So when you go to purchase your home, which price points are going to be probably anywhere between 400 up to 1 million, square footage anywhere between 1,200 and 5,000 square feet, bedrooms anywhere from 3 bedrooms to, I think the most that we've seen is 7 or 6.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I know for sure 6. I think I've even seen one with a 7-bedroom house.
And you will find very few like 2-bedroom houses, but not very many.
Right.
And I think too, well, not I think, I know that one of the reasons why our price point is a little bit higher, remember, is because we don't have those lower price point houses. Like, we don't have townhomes, we don't have condos. And so that kind of is a skewed average price point because because it's taking more of those higher price points into consideration.
But I think to summarize everything, we absolutely love Meridian Ranch. Whether you're looking to start a family, whether you're downsizing, like, there's so many options when it comes to this community and what it has to offer. So if you are interested in moving to the Colorado Springs area or surrounding areas, reach out to us, 719-238-1771. We'd love to answer all your questions and help you navigate the Colorado Springs real estate market. Again, we drop weekly videos about Colorado Springs, so be sure to subscribe to the channel. And I think until next time.
Yeah, we'll see you on the next one.